The annual Stick Figure Showdown. It was here, the most epic tournament in Stickville. Every year the best stick figures competed. They showed off their skills. They fought for glory. This year was extra special. The winner would get a magic pencil. The crowd buzzed with excitement. They couldn't wait to see who would rise to the top. Would it be a powerful warrior or a clever strategist? Only time would tell. This year's competition was fierce. The arena was packed with stick figure fans, all eagerly waiting to see who would emerge victorious. The atmosphere was electric, with cheers echoing through the air. 4 stick figures stood out from the rest, each with their own unique abilities and strengths. They were the talk of Stickville, and everyone had their eyes on them. First, there was Lightning Bolt Larry. Known for his incredible speed, Larry could move faster than the eye could see. Larry was known for his speed. He could run circles around his opponents, leaving them dizzy and disoriented. He could dodge any attack. No matter how fast or strong his opponent was, Larry always found a way to evade their blows. Next up was Mighty Michelle. Michelle was super strong. Her strength was unmatched, and she could lift objects that were 10 times her own weight with ease. She could lift 10 times her own weight. Whether it was boulders, trees, or even other stick figures, Michelle handled them all effortlessly. Then there was Professor Peter. Peter was the smartest stick figure in Stickville. His intelligence was his greatest weapon. Peter was the smartest stick figure in Stickville. He could solve any problem and come up with strategies that left his opponents baffled. He was a master of strategy. Whether it was a game of chess or a battle in the arena, Peter always had a plan. Last but not least, there was Sneaky Sally. Sally was quick and agile. Her stealth abilities made her a formidable opponent. Sally was quick and agile. She could move silently and strike without warning, making her a master of surprise attacks. She could disappear in the blink of an eye. One moment she was there and the next she was gone, leaving her opponents confused and vulnerable. Who would come out on top? The competition was intense, and each warrior had their own strengths and weaknesses. The crowd held their breath. The anticipation was palpable as they watched the warriors prepare for the ultimate showdown. The tournament began. The arena was filled with excitement as stick figures from all over gathered to compete. The crowd roared with anticipation, eager to see who would emerge victorious in these epic battles of strength and wits. The first round was a test of strength. Competitors flexed their muscles and prepared for the challenge ahead. The atmosphere was tense, and everyone knew that only the strongest would prevail. The stick figures had to pull a giant carrot out of the ground. It was a task that required not just brute strength but also determination and perseverance. Mighty Michelle made it look easy. With a confident smile, she approached the carrot and, with a mighty heave, began to pull. She pulled the carrot out with one hand. The crowd gasped in amazement as she effortlessly lifted the enormous vegetable, showcasing her incredible strength. Next up was a test of speed. The stick figures lined up at the start of a challenging obstacle course, their eyes focused and their bodies poised for action. The stick figures had to race through a dangerous obstacle course. It was filled with hurdles, pitfalls, and tricky turns that tested their agility and quick thinking. This time, Lightning Bolt Larry was victorious. With unmatched speed, he dashed through the course, leaving his competitors far behind. He zipped through the course like a bolt of lightning. The crowd went wild. Cheers and applause echoed through the arena as Larry crossed the finish line. They cheered for their favorite stick figures. The energy in the arena was palpable, with everyone on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next round. The energy in the arena was electric. The stick figures had proven their strength and speed, but the tournament was far from over. More challenges awaited, and the crowd couldn't wait to see what would happen next. Section 4, a showdown for the ages. After many exciting rounds, it all came down to this. The final battle. Lightning Bolt Larry versus Mighty Michelle. The two finalists faced each other. The crowd went silent. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Larry made the first move. He dashed towards Michelle with lightning speed, but Michelle was ready for him. She dodged his attack and swung her mighty fist. Larry ducked just in time. The crowd gasped. This was it. The final showdown. Section 5, and the champion is... Larry and Michelle battled for what felt like hours. The tension in the air was palpable as each competitor gave their all, showcasing their skills and determination. The crowd watched in awe, their eyes glued to the intense showdown unfolding before them. But then, something amazing happened. Just when it seemed like the battle would never end, an unexpected twist took everyone by surprise. Sneaky Sally popped out from behind Michelle. No one had noticed her presence until that very moment. She had been hiding this whole time. Her stealth and patience had paid off, allowing her to remain unnoticed while Larry and Michelle were engrossed in their battle. Sally snatched the magic pencil from the prize table. She had tricked everyone. Her clever plan had worked flawlessly, and she now held the coveted prize in her hands. Sally was declared the winner. The judges were astounded by her ingenuity and quick thinking. The crowd erupted in cheers. They had witnessed an incredible turn of events and couldn't contain their excitement. They couldn't believe how clever Sally was. Her strategy had outsmarted everyone, leaving the audience in awe of her brilliance. Sally had used her wits and agility to win the day. Her quick reflexes and sharp mind had given her the edge she needed to come out on top. From that day forward, Sneaky Sally was known as the greatest stick figure champion of all time. Her name became legendary, and her story was told and retold, inspiring future generations of stick figure competitors.